Hi everyone, how are we doing today? Hope everyone can hear me. If you could just give me a little comment down the bottom and just let me know, give me a thumbs up or say hi. Just make sure you guys can all hear me and comment okay. Hi Angelique, thank you. Hey guys, we would love it if you could flick us a comment while we're doing this live today, because anybody that comments will go in the draw to win some Technic brushes. So we would love it if you could say hi, let us know where you're from. We're really excited to have you guys here today. We will just give it about a minute and then I'll get started. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. Oh, we've got Sammy from Auckland. Hi, Sammy. Oh, new brushes. Yes, no. I've got a couple here to demo for you guys tonight, so it should be a good time. Watching from Wellington. Thanks, Angelique. From Blenheim. Cool. Papa Ma. Oh, we've got someone from everywhere today. This is awesome. Cool. Tuning in from headquarters. Yeah. Cool. Hi, Chris from Palmerston North. And hey, Kayla from Napier. Thank you, my hometown. Awesome. Alrighty guys, I think we might get started. We've got a few of you here watching today, so that's great. Hey, so I am Crystal. I am a brand ambassador for Kiss and Makeup New Zealand, which if you don't know already is a local online beauty store, and it's run by the wonderful Stephen and Sabrina from Wellington. I know some of you may already be some loyal supporters of them, so thank you so much for joining us tonight. They have some absolutely fantastic products on offer. All your favorite brands like L'Oreal, Max Factor, Revlon, and they also do really super fast shipping, and they're awesome. I've been working with them for a couple of weeks now and it's great. So if you don't know me, I'm an aspiring makeup artist here in Hawke's Bay, and if you want to, you can check out my Instagram. I'll get Stephen just to chuck it down there. It's called color_me_crystal, and I'm just working on some fun looks over there. So just a quick disclaimer before we start tonight. I'm not a professionally trained makeup artist, so everything that you hear from me tonight is just tips and tricks that I have discovered over the last couple of years as a makeup lover, and hopefully some of them might be helpful for you guys tonight. So just if you haven't already, we would love to hear you if you could just flick us a comment, say hi, let us know where you're from, because we are running a giveaway tonight for a set of Technic brushes. So that is a set of 8 Technic brushes. These ones here, this is 3 of them that I'm going to be demoing for you guys tonight. And they're actually really cool. I've got them, they are synthetic brushes, so we'll see how they go. But yeah, if you guys want them, they are valued at over $80 for the set. There's powder brushes, liquid brushes, and eye brushes. So they'll be an awesome little set to add to your kit. So yeah, just get commenting, say hi. If you have any feedback, we'd absolutely love to hear from you guys as well. And also, if you guys stick around all the way to the end, we will have a special discount code for you guys tonight that can be used before midnight tonight. It'll be super good, so just stick around for the next sort of 10-20 minutes and you'll be in for some awesome stuff. Alrighty, I think we will get started. Hi, we've had some more people. Upper Hut Kawhiri. Oh, that's so awesome, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I have a couple of products from Kiss and Makeup New Zealand to demo for you guys tonight, as well as some of the Technic brushes that we've got sitting there waiting on the giveaway. So what I'll do is I'm going to go through today what I call a great face base. So that is your primer, your concealer and your foundation. That's everything that goes under your colourful makeup, everything. It's, if you get your base right, everything else tends to fall into place after that. So it's a super important part of your makeup routine. So I'm going to demo 3 products here. I'm going to demo a Revlon Colorstay makeup, the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer, and the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer for you guys. So what I'll do is I'll just go through sort of each product and I will apply it to my face, and just in between application, if you guys have any questions, just pop them in the comments below, and I will try and go through and I can scroll up and down there through your comments so I can answer any questions to the best of my ability during that time. So you'll see today that I am fully fresh-faced, moisturized and glowing for you guys in front of the ring light, and you'll also hopefully be able to see, so I tend to carry a bit of redness in my face. I tend to have a little bit of hormonal acne, and also as we all love, a little bit of mask acne at the moment, and I also tend to keep quite a bit of darkness under my eyes here, so it's all something that I look to cover sometimes with makeup. It's not all the time, but sometimes you just roll out of the wrong side of the bed and you just can't deal with it. So I'm going to show you guys how I can cover it, and maybe how some of those little tips and tricks and hacks that I found might be able to help you too. So for starters, just in case anyone's just joined us, please say hi, give us a quick comment. You'll go on the draw to win a set of 8 Technic brushes tonight if you comment, so we'd love to hear from you. Cool, so this is the, oh, it's probably backwards for you guys, but this is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique primer. So I feel your company, always rolling out of the wrong side of the bed, yep. Cool, so this here, we're going to use a full pump of this. So this is going to cover my face and just the beginning of my neck as well. So we're just going to apply a little bit straight onto the fingers, okay? Now this is probably going to make me glow real good on the camera because it is a glowy primer, so bear with. Hopefully no one's going to get blinded. Cool, so I just tend to apply a little bit sort of relatively evenly over the face, and then we're just going to smooth it out into all areas. Make sure you get it right into your nose area, your chin, along your cheeks. Under the eyes is really important as well because we're going to be chucking some concealer in there, and we don't want anything to be cakey. So we're just gonna make sure that it gets all even, and as you can see, there's a very nice light reflective sheen on my face again now. And don't forget that neck as well. Pro tip as well, guys, if you're ever putting moisturizer or primer on your face, just always move your hands upwards, up your neck and also up your face where you can. It just helps to avoid creating like deeper wrinkles in those areas, especially most of us sort of have a little bit of a fold in our neck, so it just helps to keep things nice and plump. Cool. So once that is worked right in there, we can carry on to our foundation. So tonight's foundation is the Revlon Colorstay makeup. So this one for me is the combination oily. So I tend to keep a little bit of oil in my face throughout the day. And this is in the shade Nude 200, so this is my shade match. So if you are buying these, just make sure you get the right color for your skin tone and undertones. And I'm going to demo this with the Technic brush as well, so you guys will be able to see how that works. Alana says, do they come with instructions too? Hey, you'll just have to pay some attention to this. But I'm sure if you have questions about those brushes, there might be something else we can do to help you out. But also, if you do have feedback, if there's something else that you want to see, if you want us to demo all the other brushes in the set, you know, that might be something you can let us know. You can DM us or let us know in the comments, and we can take that on board because we love some feedback. Right. So we're going to go with the Revlon Colorstay foundation. So I usually find that a full pump of this. Sandra, yes, I'll come and answer your question very shortly, Sandra. Cool, so we're going to use a full pump of this Revlon foundation. I find that that will be enough to go over your full face. Now, my extra little tip today is, yes, even though we have applied primer to our face already, we're actually going to add like about another quarter of whatever foundation you've got on there, another little bit of a pump to your foundation. So it's not going to remove any of the coverage as such. It just helps it go on a little bit easier, and it also in this case will help to add a little bit more of a glow to the foundation once it's on. So once you've got that, I just like to dab it all in together there. Just on the hand is a really good little handy mixing palette. Cool. And then now this is probably not going to be that even, sorry guys, but we're just going to shove a little bit on there and relatively even strokes. And don't forget your neck, alright, because we want to blend everything out really nicely into the neck, because there shouldn't be a line when we're done with this. Okay, and if there's any left over on your hand, I just remember to pick up the brush again, and I'll just try and scoop up whatever's left on there. Okay, and pop it on the brush. So there's going to be two ways that you can do this, because not everybody's skin is the same, not everybody's skin texture. Obviously, for those of you who are a little bit more youthful, you probably won't have so many wrinkles or bags around your eyes, but definitely for mature skin, you might find that you have a bit of crow's feet. So if you have mature skin, you're much better off just leaving this area free from foundation for now. So we're just going to, yeah, it just removes how much product is sitting in that area. But for the rest of us, we are just going to get this. Now you'll just have to excuse me, I can mostly see what I'm doing in the camera here, but I may just check my mirror every now and then. Cool, so we just want to get everything nice and even over the face. So this is the flat foundation brush from Technic. So this is part of the set that is in the giveaway with us tonight. And this is just going to help us blend out. This is actually a really good blender. Cool. Awesome. We're just going to get all of that all over everywhere we need it. It's much better just to sort of get it everywhere that you need it and then blend it out. So same with your neck here. I always go across if I've put like liquid foundation on my neck, because just to start with, because it just makes sure it gets all even over here. So you should be able to see there is no line in the neck for foundation color. And then we're just going to focus again, especially around these areas, because we also don't want to line like with our hairline, because especially for me, like I have really dark hair, and it's good to just make sure that's all sorted. But you'll see there's still actually a nice little glow with this amount of primer in there. So even though this is a mostly matte foundation. Cool, don't forget your nose area, guys. Cool, I think we've gotten that pretty even there. Fantastic. Now, somebody had a little question for me back here. Who was it? Sandra said, so never used a primer, always use the Revlon combo oily only. I'm assuming the primer helps stop caking. Yeah, so the primer is definitely, it's a good barrier to put between your skin and obviously the slightly heavier makeup, but it also means that you Oops, sorry, just found a little piece there. It's also, yeah, it just helps your foundation go on a little bit smoother as well. It helps with the texture as your foundation sort of melts into your skin. It just, yeah, it leaves everything a little bit nicer rather than having sort of that cakey. It also helps you blend a little bit easier as well, which is why I usually flick a little bit into my foundation too. Are there any more questions? Cool, no. Alrighty, awesome. So the next thing we're going to do is our concealer. So this is the Maybelline Anti-Age Multi-Use Concealer. So yes, this is anti-age, but it will do the trick for everything. So I usually find a concealer that is, I would say, sort of 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade. It just helps brighten up the areas of the face that you might want to highlight, and it can help lift the facial features up as well. I also use my concealer on my eyelids, and we use that as a primer for your eyeshadows, or you can just set it as it is, but it just helps keep that area a little bit brighter. The other thing that I use my concealer for, even the lighter shade, I tend to pop it on my acne, just to help. What I do is I stick it on the acne, I blend it out a little bit, but it sort of acts as a primer. I then put a foundation shade that matches my skin tone, but in a powder, and set it so it will help minimize the appearance of acne. So this is a wonderful little multi-use tool, even though it's a couple of shades lighter. So this one is like a twist top. Just remember which way it goes, that way. Awesome. So this one, I'm just going to start with the under eyes. Now, there are so many ways that people do this. I tend to try and keep not too much concealer on the area, but I still want to keep it bright, and I still want to help shape my face. So I tend to have quite dark inner corner eyes, as well as my dark eyes tend to come out quite far, and then I also have quite dark veins inside my eyelids. So I tend to try and cover this entire area with a concealer, but you can sort of suit that to your own face, because some of you will not necessarily have so much of a dark area. It might only just be in here, and you don't necessarily need to take it out so far. But for purposes here today, I'll just show you, because I'm creating a base on my face. We'll just show you. So I'm going to go right in there. So you should be able to see this as it comes on. This little sponge applicator is quite good. It means that you don't get too much out on your face, but it still comes out okay. So I come down a little bit down my nose, because it's going to help me shape my face. And I'm just going to get right in there. Okay, so you should be able to see the contrast at the moment. It looks quite light. Okay, and I'm just going to come out about that far. So remembering that our foundation still went all around this area. Cool. And yes, Alana, don't worry, I will come and answer your question just once I've finished this bit. Cool. So I'm just going to get in here. Now, like I said, I use my concealer as a primer for any eyeshadow. So I get right in here with this. Cool. So we're going to do the same on the other eye. Sorry, I'm just going to check my mirror. So we're just going to get right in there. Just take it out a little bit, and then again, I'm just going to stick a bunch in here. So there's two things I like to do with this. The first is that your fingers are your best friends when it comes to makeup. Use them as a tool. So for the concealer that is usually like right in close to the corner of your eyes, and also just in this really soft little bit, this little soft section here, I really just like to get my fingers in here and just pat it to spread it a little bit. Okay, it really helps it, because your fingers are warm too. They tend to just help that concealer just spread into your skin nicely. So you'll see that it was really light when I started, okay, but it's just starting to sit out nicely now. And there's still a little bit of a line just sort of where it meets my cheek. So we're just going to take that concealer brush here, and we're just going to brush out a little bit until it looks normal. Cool. If you've just joined us recently, please, we'd love you to flick us a comment. If you could just let us know where you're from, say hi. You can go on the draw to win a set of 8 Technic brushes that we'll be giving away at the end of this. Awesome. So just finishing filling in that section there. So you'll see now there's actually no real line. It's a little bit lighter, but it's sort of highlighted that face area quite nicely now. So for the eyelid area, so this we just want it to sort of blend in, so you can just get your brush in there and just help it sort of melt into your skin. But remembering that you're likely going to cover, if you're going to use this, you're either going to cover it, set it with a little bit of a powder foundation, or you can obviously cover it with your eyeshadow if you're going for some colours. Need some concealer for my panda eyes. I feel ya, honestly. Every morning when I wake up, it can be absolutely terrible some days. Even worse when you accidentally leave your mascara on overnight and wake up in the morning and think you haven't. Cool, so we're just gonna get in there, finish off that blending. Cool, fantastic. Now don't be afraid to just take a little bit of that up here too. Awesome, and you can just get your fingers in there in your eyelids too and just help that melt in a little bit. Because your fingers are warm, they'll really help blend it. Cool. And now, as you can see, there is no longer any really stark color difference. It's just sort of lightened up, and as those products sort of sit on your face, they'll also melt in a little bit further as well, so hopefully you'll notice that over the next wee while. So this foundation's pretty good actually for covering the redness. I don't really feel like I need to put any concealer over my cheeks to help with that, so that's good. High coverage, we like that. It's probably more, that particular foundation's probably more of what we would call a medium coverage. So if you really wanted it to be a slightly higher coverage, you might be better off just setting it with a little bit of a powder foundation, but it's not necessary. I think that's done pretty good for what I've needed it to so far. So the last little thing, oh actually I think we had Alana had a question back here, sorry, let me just find that. Alana. Oh, sorry, I have lost it. Sorry, can you hear Alana? Can you hear me now? I was just, I think your question was, why didn't we put foundation under your eyes and on your eyelids? It's all right if you have probably like younger skin. A little bit of extra product isn't going to do too badly. But if you do know that you, like I've got quite a deep crease, so too much extra product if I'm not setting it will tend to like sort of just build up in there during the day. And same for under the eyes. If you've got younger skin, it's probably not too much of an issue, but if you do have like starting to get wrinkles in under your eyes there, or crow's feet, that can really like start caking in. It can crease during the day. It might not last very long at all. So in this case, less is a lot more, and especially if you've got that lighter concealer in there, it will just help lighten that whole area up without the need to stick a whole bunch of extra product in there. Also, it might mean that you can save some product. Cool. Awesome. So the only other thing I wanted to show you guys as well, so we've covered redness, we've covered eye area, is you probably see it's probably not too much at the moment. I still have a little bit of like acne. We've got a little bit up here. The foundation has done a pretty good job, but sometimes you just feel a little bit more self-conscious than you want to. So what I will do is I will take this light concealer again. And I'm just going to, so it's fine, again, just dot it on the places that you need it. So I know I've got like a little one down here, a couple of little redder areas here, and I've got sort of on the side of my cheek here and here. And also I tend to get a bit of redness around my nose, so I'm just going to put a little tiny little swipe just in here as well. Awesome. If you guys are just joining us, thank you so much. Don't forget, give us a little comment, say hi, let us know where you're from, and you'll go in the draw to win a set of 8 Technic brushes, which are valued at over $80, that we will announce at the end of this live session. So stick around and stay tuned. Awesome. So the stuff around my nose, I just again tend to try and just meld it in nicely. With my fingers, the warmth there will just help, and if there's anything just sitting there, just help blend that back out into the foundation there. It won't end up sticking out at all really, but it might just help keep, if your nose sort of does get a bit red, then it will just help keep the attention off of that area for the day. Now just these areas here that we've done, so you can either use your finger or you can use a brush. We just want to blend that out a little bit because we don't want it to be too noticeable. Now the concealer, unless it's a really high coverage concealer, possibly won't do it on its own. So you'll just want to, the concealer is just here to be kind of a primer for a little bit of foundation. So I'm just gonna blend those out so they're not noticeable, but so that we've still got a little bit of a liquid stickiness around the area. Okay. And then just so that it stays in place on the day, this foundation isn't from Kiss and Makeup New Zealand, but they do sell a few pressed powders, but I do recommend having one in your arsenal even if you don't use it every day. Now this is my other little hack. I love multi-use tools. So this is actually the Smoky Eye Brush from the Technic set that is in our giveaway later, but I really love this because it's got like short fluffy little bristles. It is absolutely perfect for blending small areas of powder foundation, as well as I guess eyeshadows, but this is a wonderful way to just help minimize some of any like little acne places. So those places where you've gone over with the light concealer, we can just go over a little bit. So this powder foundation is also like matched to my skin tone. Okay, and it'll just help, it'll really just adhere to the concealer that we've chucked on. Cool. So we're just going to chuck it in the places that had some visible acne, and this will just really help minimize the appearance of them for the day. So just make sure, obviously, that it is the right color for you, but just make sure you blend out the powder foundation a little bit. What was that other areas just down here? Just bear in mind, like, this will not necessarily make your acne invisible, but it does just help. Cool. And just any other areas. I will also set my nose just around the creases of my nose here, because that area tends to dry out a little bit, and also just because it's a little creasy area, this will just make sure everything stays in place for a day. Cool. So I've got there. Fantastic. Now you can see there's still quite a bit of a glow to my face for this. Obviously there's ring light in the background, so it's a little bit glowier than would be in completely natural light, but for the most part that is how it should look during the day. You can also, if you find, you can change your ratios of your primers as well, especially if it's a glowy primer. If you've got a little bit too much glow in there, you can remove some. It might be a little bit of trial and error for what suits you. Awesome. Sorry, what foundation? So we used a combination of Revlon Colorstay. This is the combination oily one in 200 Nude, so that's shade match to me, but they also have one for like dry normal skin. And there's also other brands as well on the Kiss and Makeup website. So this is mixed with this. So this is the L'Oreal Lumi Magic Primer. So I mix a full pump of the Revlon Colorstay in with just like a quarter of a pump of the Lumi Magic Primer, and it gives that absolutely fantastic little glow that you can see here. So this is my Great Face base. I have covered all the problem areas that I really wanted to today. So hopefully some of those tips were super helpful for you guys. Right, is there any more questions before I move on to the good stuff? Karina says I'm due for another order of my makeup. Yes, good timing. Well, we have an awesome little discount code coming up for you guys that is for tonight, so that's really good timing. So if we go, Sherry says such a great full coverage foundation. Yeah, fantastic. It's super good. So I just want to say thank you so much to you guys for coming tonight. We've really enjoyed doing this with you. So just stick around for another minute or so, because I am going to give you a discount code which is now available in the comments. So for tonight only until midnight, you can use the code CrystalRose20 for 20% off at your checkout. That's site-wide, okay, at kissandmakeup.co.nz. And now we have the winner of the Technic brushes. And I'll just let Stephen do our draw. Fantastic. Who is it going to be? Alrighty. And... oh, he's making us wait. Do we need a drum roll? Oh, we have Michelle Olwagen. Sorry, I'm sorry if I pronounced that last name wrong. Thank you so much, Michelle. Congratulations. So what we'll get you to do, Michelle, if you can just send the Kiss and Makeup Facebook page a DM, and they'll organise those details with you and get those brushes out to you. That's fantastic. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. I really hope you enjoyed this live. We actually, I think, got up to half an hour, so we hope you enjoyed these little tips and tricks, and I will stick around for another minute or two if you guys have any more questions. I'm happy to answer, but otherwise that discount code is ready for you guys to use right now. Go for it. It's CrystalRose20. Cool. You're very welcome, Michelle. Congratulations again. I think you're going to absolutely love these. Cool. Thank you so much for coming, Kamini. That's really awesome that you guys came. Thanks, Angelique. I hope that they helped you today. Cool. And also, if anybody has any feedback for us, please, you can DM the Kiss and Makeup Facebook page. You can DM me on Instagram through my handler, and let us know if there's anything else that you would like to see. Is there anything else you'd like to learn? Do you want to know anything about the products? Yeah, we would really love some feedback. Cool. And Stephen is just popping those products just in the comments there down below for you if you were looking for any specific ones. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Michelle. Well, this was fun. This was actually my first live as well. So I had a lot of fun giving it to you guys. So yeah, maybe we will have some others in the works a bit later. Cool. And a massive thank you to Stephen and Sabrina as well for organising this at the Kiss and Makeup team in Wellington. Cool. Alrighty folks, I think we will leave it there. If you do have any further questions, please let us know. Please send us a DM either on the Facebook page, the Kiss and Makeup Facebook page, or on the Instagram page, or on my Instagram page at colour_me_crystal, and we can answer any of your questions from there. Cool. Thank you so much, guys. Good night.